many. Goodness, how good he would have been in them.
He always struck me, I interviewed him, but I don't think I ever met him, as being very human, very real, and very funny. There was a quick wit, and I know he got the sort of moniker Chat Show Charlie when he stepped down as being leader of the Liberal Democrats. But he could be incredibly amusing, and he never seemed frightened to me of taking the mickey out of himself.
Yeah, he was, I'd say, good-humoured, and quality is not taking himself too seriously. I mean, the opportunity to use that ability as he's training wherever.
That's a tune, isn't it? That's that song, All About You. So listeners, here's what's happened. What do you think about this? Come on, tell me what you think about this. Tell me from right or tell me from wrong. Come on, listeners, come on. Vassos walks in here smirking. All right. And I say, what's that smirk for? He said, oh, it's not for anything. I said, hang on a minute. Nobody smirks for no reason. Nobody smirks needlessly. Nobody smirks unless they've got a huge something to hide or gloat about. And then he starts to explain the smirk, and there was quite a lot behind it. There were 3 reasons for you smirking. And when I first asked you, said, no reason. There were 3 reasons.
3 tiny little reasons, but you certainly read too much into the smirk.
I don't think you can. I don't think you can read too much into a smirk. Because no smirking in here from now on, all right?
No smirk.
There's a smirking ban from in here now.
No smirking.
All right, I did with that. What's going on with the back pages?
We have Andy Murray on the back page of the Mail this morning. Nice quotes these. He's now reached 14 unbeaten games on clay, but reached his 17th consecutive Grand Slam quarter-final, which puts him right up there. Only the 4th player ever to do that, or as they say in tennis, in the Open era, which I think is something since the 30s, anyway, ever. I don't... Lots of players who've done that, says Andy, but I'm playing against guys that make some of the things I've done look pretty average. If you listen to him, but look at the words. These nice self-effacing quotes from a nice guy who's on fire.
He's a nice guy. He's very happily married. Well done, Andy.
Through to the quarterfinals of the French Open. Anyway, so well done, Andy. Elsewhere, and I hope this is right, Joe Root saying England will come out, quotes, all guns blazing to win the Test match. They would need a world record run. If this is right, and if England look like doing it, just everybody pile into Leeds today, because it's going to be absolutely cracking. England, New Zealand,
well,
final
hang on.
day.
What about the weather?
Oh yes, the weather, you can steer clear of Leeds. Everybody apart from the weather go to Leeds.
What happens if it gets rained off? It's just a draw, isn't it?
Yeah.
If you're winning by 1,000 runs in cricket and it rains, it's still a draw.
Yeah.
Makes sense, doesn't it?
So the draw looks more likely because it rained for 5 hours yesterday. 5 hours were just wiped out.
What is the forecast for Leeds? We need to get onto this, okay, specifically, because you don't really want to be encouraging people to throw a sickie if they're just going to sit there and get wet all day, Vass, to be honest.
Yes, or if England are going to just try and bat out the draw. But if England are going to go for the 400 runs they need, 410 more runs they need
on a soggy outfield,
on a soggy outfield, then pile into Headingley. Elsewhere, some transfers, sort of. Obviously, it's summer. Liverpool closing on Milner.
It's what? This one is it?
It's summer.
It's
yes, look outside. It's summer. Closing on Milner, signing Diego Costa wants to leave Chelsea. You illustrate the story with a picture of. That is Gareth Bale. Yes, it's Gareth Bale.
Fucking hell.
Thank you, El Smirko.
The main reason I was smirking never got a mention.
Tradition of love and hate. Staying by the fireside, there's a good tradition of love and hate. Staying by the fireside, another rain may fall. Your father's calling you, you still feel safe inside. Only a mask too proud. Your brother's ignoring you, you still feel safe inside. Oh, was it solo? Was it yesterday? Was it true for you? 'Cause while all the rest have taken time, it's leaving you without a place. And the corners laced with memories tell you how it used to be. Your mother smiles, children play another day.
Gil, some no queues anywhere though, and it's still glorious in the sunshine. Watch out for restrictions on the Leeds Outer Ring Road at Horsewith, again around Rodney Lane where it meets the A657 And the A64 leaving Leeds still got one lane down until the 26th of June between Foundry Lane and Mooresdale Lane, which will slow you down for carriageway works associated with the new fire station. Apart from that, everything seems to be fine. Just watch out for work through Ackworth on Wakefield Road around Garden Street. Might slow you down on the A638. Trains are fine. Back with more in 15 minutes.
Share your travel news.
0330 123 0182.
BBC Radio Leeds.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Come on, Tanita.
There's a good tradition of love and hate. Stand by the fireside. There's a good tradition of love and hate. Stand by the fireside. Love the rain will fall.
Just drive to work in Leeds.
And don't forget we have
It's beautiful, says Emma. All right, so why were you smirking? Come on, tell us, Vance.
It's not strictly my remit, it's not the back pages, but it sort of is. The former FIFA Vice President Jack Warner, currently facing extradition to the USA, posts a self-justifying video on his Facebook page. It's slightly rambling, it's slightly incoherent, but he holds up this article that he's printed out from a satirical website called The Onion, and he uses that to justify his actions, and he has no idea that it's a satire.